Good morning, everyone, team. Let's start the session for today. Meanwhile, others can join parallelly. So as I told you, team, please join the sessions by sharp 8 a.m. So till I can see only 50% of the participants join, team. So let them join parallelly. Meanwhile, we'll start the session for today. So in the last session, team, on Friday, Thursday and Friday, we have the 2 demo classes. So as part of that 2 demo sessions, team, we have seen these all aspects. So on day 1, I explained you the concept of ERP, what is Fusion application and its evaluation overview. And then what are the types of companies involved in any project implementation, and also the Fusion environment releases. Like when Oracle introduced these applications in the market, what is the version that they came up with? Since then, how the evaluation of the Fusion application happened? What is the latest version of the Fusion applications? And also the quarterly upgradation policy cycle that Oracle will follow every year. We have discussed that, team. And then what are the total modules that we have in the Fusion application? What comes under functional, what comes under technical? These also we have seen in our day 1 session, team, right? What are the functionalities we have in the system? What comes under functional, technical? These all things we have seen, and the career prospects, how it will be, and the program features, what will be the duration of the program, how many months it will be, timings, what kind of support you will be getting. These all things we have seen in our day 1 demo, team. Then on Friday, day 2, I started with the Oracle Knowledge Repository introduction to you, team. How to access standard Oracle delivered documents in the internet, and then how to find out the release notes every quarterly upgrade when Oracle introducing the new enhancements, team, where we can go and get that kind of information in the system, right? That Oracle Knowledge Repository I have shown you on Friday, team, where to go in the internet and how to access the documents and all. And then, team, on Friday, I also explained you Oracle certification process, team. What is the certification process? What is the cost for the each module certification? Then what is the pass percentage, examination pattern, whether it is mandatory to do the certification in Oracle HCM Cloud or not. These all things we have seen in our last session on Friday, day before, couple of days back, team. Even on Friday, I introduced to you the Fusion application, team. Like when any company buy the product from Oracle in order to use in their in-house day-to-day HR operations, team. With their example of Reliance and Oracle, I told you how the Fusion application will be delivered to the clients, in which form. Cloud-based model means how the application access clients will get, and what are the different namings that we have for the Fusion applications to refer, different terminologies that we have to follow to refer the Fusion applications. That all we have seen on Friday, team. And also, whenever you're working in the real-time projects, client to client, customer to customer, how Oracle differentiating their URLs with the pod number as a unique code. Okay, that I have explained you, team. And after this, we logged into the system and I have navigated to the basic home screen level features, team. Once we log in into the Fusion system, what is the look and feel of the Fusion application we have, team. And on the main home screen, Springboard, functional area, sub-functional area, navigator, these all basic intro about the application we have seen on Friday, team. So 2 demos we completed, team, by Friday. From today, we are going to start with our actual training. Okay. From today, we are going to start with our actual training team. So the very first concept that I'm going to start today will be this security administration in the Fusion application team. See, you go to any project implementation in real time. Security administration is the first module that we will be working on in any project team. Usually core HR module will be the first module, but even before core HR team, we should be aware of this security administration concept in the Fusion application team. What is this security administration? Why I'm telling that this will be the first module that we should be working on in any projects team. Why? Because in Fusion application team, in security administration module, we are going to see the user account access creation and all team. Okay. So that is the reason the very first concept that we will work in the Fusion system will be security administration. So let me go to fresh sheet and we will start from here, team. Okay. Okay. So the very first module, team, we are going to start will be security administration. Okay. So in this security administration, what we are going to see? We have two concepts in security administration team. One is user account management. One is user account management and the other one is role management team. So in Fusion system, the entire security module categorized into two areas team. One is user account management and the other one is role management in the Fusion system. Let us see one by one detailedly. Easily you can understand team. We have two concepts, user account management and role management in the Fusion system team. Under security, we have these two concepts. What is this security? What is user account management? See team, in order to access the Fusion application team, when I pass the URL team in any of my browser, when I click on search, here it is prompting me for sign in into the Oracle Applications Cloud. User ID and password I am getting team here. It means in order to log in into the Fusion application, in order to access the Fusion application team, we require user account team, user ID and password. This is my login credentials. Even for you people also, we shared this access. I think on Saturday or Sunday. Okay. So team, in order to access the Fusion application, we should require the user account and password team. Once I put in my user account and password, and if I click on sign in, then I could able to access the Fusion application team. I could able to enter into the Fusion application team, right? So in security module, we are going to discuss that only. How in the Fusion system, the user accounts will be created. Kumar, why it is initial stage that we have to learn as part of the training, you started security first. Or even in the real-time projects also, you are telling that the very first concept we'll work on will be security. I'll tell you, team. See, for example, team, let's assume for time being, for our training purpose, team, Reliance and Oracle as an example team. See, Reliance purchased the product from Oracle Corporation team. Okay. Reliance is the client. Let's assume Reliance is a company who bought the product from Oracle. Oracle Fusion applications, Reliance bought from Oracle team. Now I told you, our role will be what team? Implementing the application. Now team, like Reliance team in the market, any company who buy the product from Oracle, why they will buy this product team? Oracle HCM is what application? It's a HR related software application. So any company will buy this Oracle Fusion HCM Cloud from Oracle in order to use in their day-to-day HR operations team. So Reliance Industries, when they buy the product from Oracle, Reliance Industries require someone help to configure the application according to their business requirement. I told you, team. So whatever they want to use the system according to their business requirement, there should be someone who is going to implement the application with their data, configure the application with their data. So Reliance Industries, what it will do, it will give the project to the so-called software companies team. Wipro, Infosys, Deloitte, Accenture. Okay. For example, team, we all know the company name Deloitte. Okay. Let's assume. So team, Deloitte is the company for whom Reliance given the project team. So we will be working in these IT companies in the market, I told you, on this technology. So whenever company gets the project, so we will be deployed for that client project, and we as a team will work on the implementation or configuration of the client system team, right? So now Reliance is the client, bought the product from Oracle. Reliance given the project to Deloitte. So we are working here team. This is our company, Deloitte. Okay, let's assume in your case, wherever you get the job, that is your company team. The client who given the project to your company, that is your client. Here example, in a layman understanding, I'm taking the well-known companies team here. Okay. So team, in Deloitte, we as a team of 10 people, okay, 10 resources team, or we call as implementation users, 10 implementation resources or users team, we call ourselves as. So team, what Deloitte did team, so Deloitte have a team of 10 people and Deloitte deployed for this client project of Reliance. You assume one among these 10 people. You assume this is your company, this is the team that you people are part of team. You are one among this team, you assume yourself. Okay. So team, so Deloitte deployed 10 of their team members. Here functional consultants, technical consultants, all people together. We are a team of 10 members. Now team, when we are about to start the implementation, the configurations in the client system, we all should require access to the client application. Am I right or wrong? Am I making sense? Now, Deloitte is the implementation partner for Reliance. So we are here, 10 people team. For all of our 10 members, okay, I assume all you people, 85 or 100 people who are in the batch, you are part of this team. You are one among these 10 members. I assume in that way. Now, team, you got a project, that is the client Reliance team. We have to implement the client application according to their requirement. To do that, implementation means all modules team, whatever are in the scope, we have to configure them, core HR, absence, payroll, talent, compensation. Once we configure and we hand over, client will use in their day-to-day life according to the requirement team. Now team, in order to do that, for all of our team members, client application access is required. Let's assume this is the client application team. So for all of our 10 members, the client application access is required. Means for all of our 10 members, the user accounts to be created in the Fusion system. Am I right or wrong? For all of our 10 members, the user accounts to be created. So how that happened? That is why we are talking security administration as the first module in the training team. Even in the real-time projects also, when we go to the project, for every one of us, the user accounts to be created team. That is step one in any project that you are going to work for. For all of our team members, we call as implementation team, implementation users. For all of our implementation users team, user accounts to be created. Kumar, 10 members is static, no team. Everything is example I am taking. Depending upon the size of the project you are going to work, the team members will vary. 10 members, 15 members, 20 members team also will be their team, depending upon the size of the client, how big implementation that is. Okay. So team, in Fusion system, we have a module called as security administration. In this module team, we have two concepts, user account management and role management. So here in user account management team, how to create user accounts in the Fusion application, we will be learning team. So when it comes to user account creation in Fusion system team, we have two ways to deal with. One is automatically system generating. Okay. One is automatically system generating, and the other one is a team manual way of creation. In Fusion system team, when it comes to user account creation, we have two ways to define the user account team, automatic and manual. What do you mean by automatic team? System itself generates. See, for the employees in the system, for the employees in the client system, whenever hiring happening team, system will automatically generate. It means team, once we implement the system, okay, we configured our clients, all modules in the system team, their core HR, absence, payroll, talent, everything, we hand over team. Now client started using the system. Basically team, in Fusion application, in core HR module, the employee hirings and all will happen team, core HR or global HR. In this module, the employee management will happen, hiring, transfer, promote, termination, hire to retire. Everything about the employee will maintain in core HR module in Fusion system team. Okay. So once we hand over the system to the client, if they started using team, in core HR module, the hiring will happen. Today, the interviews happened, people got selected. So client hiring here team, HR will come here basically. These all things in our core HR module, I will show you detailedly. HR will come to my client group, new person, and then team, HR will hire the employees in the system here team. Means once we hand over the system, we configure and we hand over to Reliance. They started using in their day-to-day life team. So whenever client, they started using the system, in core HR module, whenever HR hiring the employee, for every employee in the client organization, the user accounts to be created, because it's a HR application team, it's a HR portal. For every employee, company's application access is required team, because if employee want to check his personal employment detail, if employee want to come his leaves and he want to apply the leave, or every month employee want to check the pay slip, employee self-service activities employees have to do. So team, for every employee in the client organization requires user accounts team. But for them, whenever the HRs hiring the employees in the system, the moment they complete all the hiring information and submit, whenever employee record is creating in the system, for them, system will auto create the user account team. While hiring team, in the second tab, person information tab, for every employee, we will capture the email ID details. Once the hiring complete, to that email, system will be sending the welcome team, saying that your account created, click on link to reset the password. That we will see in the core HR transactions, how that happens team. For the employees in the client organization, user accounts will be created automatically by the system. Whenever HR hiring the employee, okay, system will automatically create the user accounts to the employees team. That's okay, Kumar. Then why we are learning here automatically system taking? Why means manual way. For us, we are the implementation users team. We are not the employees in the client organization. We will not be hired in their system team. We are whom? we are the implementation partners. From outside we came, we will configure the system and we will leave. That's all. For the period of project 6 months or 1 year, usually it will take team for that period. For us, how the user accounts will be created then? Because every one of us should require the application access of the client team. For us, how it will be? For the employees in core HR module, whenever hiring happening, system automatically generating. This part we will see in our core HR module team. But now we are at the initial project implementation. Just we got to know that Reliance is our client. We have to implement the system. Now for all of our implementation team, we require the client application access. So team, we have manual way of creation. Okay. Manual way of creation team. So implementation users, we call it as team. We are the implementation users team. So for us, we have to define this manually team because we will be not hired in the system team. We are not an employees of client organization, right? Only for time being we associated as part of project. We will implement and we will leave. So team, in Fusion application, there are two ways how we can create the user accounts team. One is automatic, one is manual. So for the client employees, whenever core HR module implementation done, and employees hiring in the system automatically create the user account. This part we will see in core HR team. But we are now in the initial implementation stage. So for all of our implementation users, we require our user account access to the client application team. So manually we have to create team. This is the approach we will be following when we go to the project for the first time team. What client will do, the client side IT team, usually the point of contact with us. Client side IT team and the HR team, they will be point of contact with us team. So the client side IT team, they will create one user account for our team, probably for our project manager or for our team lead. One account they will create and they will share to us team. By using that account, we will log in into the system. And for all the remaining team members, we have to create the user account team. This will be the first activity that you will be doing in any project that you go team. Getting your access done. For all of you, client application access should be created. Then only we can start our configurations team, core HR, absence, payroll and all. First of all, we should get access to that. So during this time team, see, it's all about client and we association team. Sometimes the client side IT team only will create all the accounts for all of our team members. But majority of the times, what they will do is one account with full access to our manager or to our team lead, they will give team. By using that, we have to log in and we have to create for the remaining team members team. So manual way of creation, we will follow team. For employees, how Kumar automatically it will happen. This I will show you practically when we come to core HR module transactions team. Now, when we go for the project implementation in real time, step by step I am starting. First of all, for all of our team members, we have to get our access done. Now,
fixed us.
1 second, team. I'm keeping everyone in mute. Sorry for that. Okay. Now team, how to start this user creation part we will see. Now let's say client given one account to our team leader or project manager team. So let's assume this is the account team that which I logged in now. Let's assume. Now I logged in team. So how we can start configuring the user accounts for the rest of the team members team. So team, in Fusion application, the entire security will be handled in a one single place called security console. People who have prior EBS experience or PeopleSoft team, we have different approach. In EBS, we have to have Oracle Identity Management, something like that team. And we have a separate instance where we have to go to create the accounts and all. But in Fusion system team, we have a concept called security console. The entire security in the Fusion application will handle in a one single place called security console, where we have to go team in our springboard, go to tools, under tools, we have team security console here. Once after we log in into the system team, this is our springboard area I told you in our last session. And we have different functional areas I told you here team, even in the navigator. Go to tools work area here team. Just click on this arrow. We have something here called tools. Come to tools team. Under tools, we have here something called security console. See here, under tools, we have security console. In Fusion application, the entire security, the user account management, this part, user account management, creating the user accounts, managing the user accounts in the system will handle in a one single place called security console team. So come to tools after logging in team. Let's assume I logged in with one of the account that client side people given to our team. So it could be our project manager or per team lead, whatever it is team. After logging with that credentials, we have to come to tools, go to security console. Okay. You will land upon this page team, security console. Roles, we have different options. Roles, users, analytics, certificate, different option team. So roles I will come later. Come to users team here. Come to users here team. Okay. Bharat, hold on for some time. I know that you are already aware of all these concepts. I'll come to your question after this topic. Okay. Once we come to users here team, we have here user account section. Okay. So this is the place where in this system, whoever the user accounts that we want to search for, any existing user account, you can search them. But when we will be going for the first time, nothing will be there, right? We will be starting creating them. So once after you come to the users and user account team, you come here to add user account. So manually in Fusion system, if you want to create the user accounts team, you should come to users, user accounts, then come to add user account team. So this is the page where we will be creating the user accounts for all of our team members. So once we go to the project, this will be the first activity that we have to do. For all of our team, the user accounts to be created for the client application team. So every one of us, once we get the access, then we can start our configuration of all the modules in the system team. So come to add user account team, then associated person information, person type. We have two options team, none and worker. What is this, Kumar? None and worker. See team, even for the employees in the system team, let's assume core HR module, you take example, we implemented and employees already hired in the system. Whenever HR hiring the employees team, due to some data discrepancies, sometime this automatic rule will fail in the system team. At which situations it will fail, that we will discuss when we come to the core HR module implementation team. So there is a situation that team, whenever HR hiring the employees in the client organization and core HR module team, sometimes user account creation automatically might not happen team. So as a HR admin, after hiring the employee, HR admin can come and manually create the user account access for them. So team, while we creating user account, system will ask, are you creating user account for any employee existing in the system? Means already in core HR module, he hired. Employee record is there. For that person, are you creating the user account? Here team, associated person type. If I'm creating the user account for any employee in the system, I have to choose worker. When I choose worker, one more field will come team, worker name. So team, HR can search here, magnifier, whoever the employee's data in the system, search. As this demo instance, we have some data I'm searching to. See, I'm searching by name John. So these all are employee name by John who don't have user accounts in the system team. So you can select and you can proceed here team. The data will copy from here. His first name, last name, email. Because team, it's a demo environment. Already we have some implemented data available. The workers are coming. So team, this is for employees in the client organization. In core HR module, hiring happened. Employee record created. But user account not defined team. So manually, if HR want to define, in that case, okay, in that case, we should be using this option team, person type worker, select that worker and create. But now we are not looking that side of the coin. We are at what team? We are at creating the accounts for all of the implementation team, for all of our team members. In that case team, we are not the employees in the client organization. We will not be hired in the system, but all of our 10 members requires just user accounts to the application team. So associated person type, we have to keep none. Means only user accounts. It's not associated with any worker record in the system team. So usually team, for all of us, we have just user accounts in the system in the projects team. Because we are not hired in the system, we are not client employees, right? So person type, we have to keep it as none, just user accounts team. So when you creating the user account information, keep it active. If you keep unchecked and if you create, it's useless. Account will not work. Keep it active team. What is locked? I will come in next 15 minutes. After creating the account, I will tell you when the account will get locked and unlock. These all things team. And this is not required team. It's a single sign-on concept, not related to only HCM. Basically, the middleware team in every project, they will enable single sign-on concept, means client using multiple software applications team. They're using for HR portal, Oracle HCM. Then they might be using Microsoft Outlook, or they might be using some Teams or Slack. So all different applications, same login if they want to use for the employee. We have SSO concept, single sign-on. But this enablement, we core HCM team will not handle. There will be technical middleware team who will be handling in the projects team. We're not going to touch base on that. Here team, in the add user account, come to user information, user category, we have default. Even that I will come in next 15 minutes team. So here you have to give first name, last name, email. So let's say team, I'm giving first name as, okay, Triotech. Then I'm giving something like, okay, Shankar. Okay, some name I'm giving here team. First name, last name. Then team, email. So whatever is the email you can give team. So one of the email I'm giving, okay, as of now. Okay, then any phone number of that account if you want to give, you can give team. Then username. See here team, the moment I given first name and last name, automatically system taken up a combination. I have not given this one manually team. The moment I given first name and last name, automatically system taken up team Triotech.Shankar, first name dot last name. Why that happening? That comes from category concept team. I will tell you that, okay, in the next 15-20 minutes, maximum today, if not in tomorrow's session team. Let us complete user account creation team. So when we go for the project team like this, for all of our team members, we have to get our user accounts created. So come to users, add user account, pass the details, first name, last name, email, phone number, username, and the password team. What you want to give the password, you can give. So I'm giving some password, confirming the password here again. Okay. Now team, creating the user account is sufficient? Huh? No. Why? I'm creating user account now. What is that user account team? One account I'm creating by name triotech.shankar. Okay, I have one person by name Shankar in my team. We are creating the account for that person, Shankar. Now, creating the user account is sufficient? No team, because what access Shankar should have in the system? We are creating user account. But what about the access issue? To what functionalities? We have different modules in the system. We have core HR, absence, payroll, talent, compensation, workflows, event security, customization, different concepts we have team. For which modules, for which functionalities this Shankar should have access team? Creating user account is not sufficient. What we have to do? Whenever we creating user accounts in the system, we have something called roles. What is this roles concept team? In Fusion application, the entire security working on a one single concept called RBAC, RBAC, roles based access control. In the Fusion application, the entire security will be working on a one single concept called RBAC, roles based access control. This is what team for EBS people, if you have any prior Oracle e-business suite experience, used to have responsibility concept their team. In Fusion system, by replacing that responsibility, Oracle brings in a concept called roles. For every module in the system, you take as an example team. For every module in the system, okay, Oracle standardly delivers. Make some uniformity in the silos. Okay, for every module in the system team, Oracle brings in the roles concept. It means if you want to access core HR module in the system, whatever the functionalities team, if you come to this sheet in core HR module, we have these many configurations we have to do team. So to access the entire core HR module team for core HR, absence and talent, we have the rules Oracle given team, something like human resource manager. You don't need to write anything in the class. Already the material I have given in the community team. Core HR material, 130-page document I shared in the WhatsApp community. People joined late today morning. Please ignore. Again, we will reshare today. You don't need to write anything. These all things are scripted already. The document uploaded in the community team. Every information. So just you can refer that for every module, what roles are there. Let me write it down here, team. For core HR, absence and talent, to access these modules team, Oracle given the roles like human resource manager, human resource specialist, then human resource analyst for reports to access in these modules. These roles we have team. For core, absence and talent. Then for payroll module team, we have payroll manager, then payroll administrator. We have the roles like that. Then for compensation module, we have compensation administrator. Then we have compensation manager. Few of them I am writing here team as of now. Then for OLC team, we have OTL also covers under this only. OLC team, we have something like a learning specialist. Okay. Then team, we have for ORC module, Oracle Recruiting Cloud, recruiting manager or a hiring manager or a recruiting specialist. We have few of the roles like this team. for every module in the system, in order to access that modules and the functionalities, Oracle delivered seeded roles. So team, whenever we creating a user account, to which all modules, even for these functionalities also team, for these I have written, in the document I have shared for everything, what roles are there, documented team, you can refer it. For these things also, now I am talking about security team. Under tools, when I came security console, for this also we have a role team, something called IT security manager. So for my user, the HCM.lab, what I am using team, now I logged in. I have all these roles team. That is why I could able to access security console under tools. So for every module or the functional areas in the system, Oracle delivered the roles concept team. So in order to access that modules and the functionalities in the system, whenever we creating the user account, the respective roles we have to map. I'm creating now Shankar account team. For Shankar, I have to map the roles to what modules I want to give access to Shankar. All these roles I have to access to home team. So then only to all that modules and the functionalities, this person Shankar will get access in the system team. Okay. So let us proceed further team now. So now I'm creating a user account for this person Shankar. So here itself team, when we creating the user account, all Oracle delivered roles in the system, we can be defined, adding here team, add role, and you can search. See, one of the basic role in the system I will assign first of all, and I will show you team, what access the Shankar is getting. Then I will add more roles and I will show you how the concept of RBAC is working. There is one basic role by name employee team. Usually for our employees in the system, we will assign for having the basic self-service access and all team. See, when you are searching for role team, while you practicing also, you might be seeing duplicate names coming up. I'm searching it by name employee role. So I have two roles coming up. This is name and this is code. Whatever the role code starting with ORA, that is Oracle delivered role in the system team. Other than that, if you see, this is customly defined. Within the roles team, when we go for the project and when we deep dive, we have to configure the custom roles also team as per the client requirement. That I will tell you later, not required now. So someone in this demo instance team, like you, when they practicing security, they define it. Please ignore them. While you practicing, you pick up ORA1 team. So select ORA1, add role membership. Now see team, I'm creating the user account for this person Shankar and I given this employee role. Let me save and close. The user account will be creating in the system team. Now let us check it out. Now if you want to check out whether the user account created or not. So here only in the user account team, for creating new user accounts, we will go here. Any existing user accounts, if you want to search, you can filter. If you know his username, email, last name, and you search here team. So triotech.shankar. So see here team, this is the account that we created just now. Now let us try to log in with this credentials team. Okay. So let me go to incognito. One more window I'm opening team. Let me try to log in that window team now with that Shankar credentials, the account which we created just now. Okay. So again, sign in. Then this is the account name. Okay. Triotech.shankar. The account which we created, I'm using that team. I've given the password and I'm signing in. Now see team, the account is in operation now. It's active. See, I could able to log in into the system. Click on home. See team, when I log in, good morning Shankar, and see team, what functionalities I'm getting here? Me, procurement, tools. Under tools, we don't have that security console access team. Only minimal. Whatever with that employee role, employee will get these things team. If I go to navigator, See, only these things. And if I come to settings and action, where is our administration work area? With my login team, when I log in with my HCM.lab, how much of access I'm getting here, you see, team? With HCM.lab, how much of access I'm getting, team? Many functionalities here I could able to see. See? And if I go to navigator, I could able to see many functionalities. Then if I come to settings and action, I have administration work area here, team. See? All these actions. But with that Shankar, when I log in, am I getting all these things? No, that is controlled by rules. For Shankar account, I added only one basic role by name employee. But now let us go try to add all these module related roles and check it out, team. How the access in the Fusion application is working, right? So now let me come back to my tools work area, team. Okay. Let me come back to my tools work area. So as an admin, for any account in the system, as a HR or an admin, anyone, if they want to go to any existing employees or non-employee user accounts team, they will come to users, they can search here team. So for creating, here we have. For searching the existing one, we can search here team. So Triotech, okay. Okay. Dot Shankar is the person. Okay, spelling mistake. Okay, then team, click on his name. Then you will land upon his user account details team. So whatever we configured just now, that all team here, his username, first name, last name, his email ID, his phone number, then team password expiration date triggered. So exactly today is March 3rd, but system taken up somewhere around June 1st. Means something like 3 months down the line, March, April, May, June, 3 or 4 months team. But from where it is coming, I'll tell you, team. Even two things. While I'm creating the user account also, username format automatically system taken up. Now expiration system taken up. These all are the rules, team, that what we configure system will work, that I'll tell you. But as of now, first understand how we generating the user account, how the roles concept working. Now see team, I came to Shankar account. These are the roles currently is having. I want to add more roles team. So click on edit. So anything that you want to correct to the employee user account or any non-employee accounts, you can come, you can edit and all team. So here you can come, click on add role and try to add the remaining roles in the system team, whatever we have in place. So let's say team, human resource manager. Let me search for that team here. Interesting, see here now. Okay, Aura one you pick up, as I'm telling you. Add role membership. Okay. Then human resource specialist. So all the rules, now I'm assigning team, the module related rules. Select, click on add to role membership. Then let's say in payroll, I will add payroll administrator team. Payroll administrator team. Then in compensation, I will add compensation administrator team. Okay. Compensation administrator team, add role membership. Then in learning module, I will assign the learning specialist role team. Okay. Then in recruiting, you can add the recruiting. Whatever you want, you can add team. And even team, when we log in the right side, we have administration work area. See team, from tomorrow, I mean, when we're starting our core HR or absence, any module team, every day we will be coming to this administration work area, and then team, we will be going to this setup and maintenance team. So starting from next session after this security, once I start with core HR module, every day you will come to administration and go to setup and maintenance. This is our FSM task in the Fusion system team. All setups of every module, setup and maintain, will access from here. So to get access to this administration functionalities team, we have particular roles by name, application, okay, application, implementation, okay, consultant, We have three more roles, two more roles team, application implementation consultant. Okay. Then application implementation manager. Then we have application implementation administrator. Like that, we have three roles available team. Okay. But usually application implementation consultant, if you have also sufficient team, but usually we add all three roles together in order to get access to that administration work area team. Okay. That we will be adding up here team. See, we can also add that roles also. You can search team, application implementation consultant. Okay. Select add to role membership, then application implementation administrator. So everything is Oracle delivered here team. So you can search them. And even team, if you want to give access to this Shankar, the security console team, he also can able to create the accounts and all team, the security console. IT security manager, you can assign team here. See, I'm searching add role and I'm searching IT security manager. See team, for giving the security console access, we have that team. So now see, first I created this account with only one basic role. Now I added all the other modules or the functionalities related roles team. What are all these? Ignore, not required. Just focus on access, how it is working team. So now I added more roles this account Shankar. Now let me save and close. Now let us log in with this account and check it out team. What access that Shankar is having in the system. Okay. So let me go to incognito. Let me sign out. Okay. And then let me log in again team with his credentials. Okay. Let me log in with his credentials team. Now check. Now see team. Earlier, only 2-3 options are there to Shankar. Now see, sales, Redwood sales, me, procurement, my client group. Within my client group, talent review, talent pools, payroll, data exchange work area, performance related, help desk, then benefits administration, whatnot. And if I go to tools, now under tools, I have security console. And even if I come to settings and action, it's still taking some time. Even this also will come. Application implementation activities team. See now, more functionalities the user got team. More functionality the user got team. How this happened? Based upon the rules that what we assign to the user team. Based upon the roles that we added to the user. That is what the concept of R back in the Fusion system. So creating the user account is not sufficient. For every user that you configure, what roles you are assigning is what the matter here team. So when we go for the project implementation, we are the implementation users. We are non-employees team. We require just user accounts to access the client application team to start our module configuration. So team, when we go for the project, once client gives us that account to us for our project manager or team lead, we will log in with that. For remaining all team members team, we will create our user accounts with all the respective roles assigned team so that we can start our module configurations in the system. By this, the access in the system, we will be getting team. Okay. For employees, how it will happen? In core HR module, I will tell you automatically how system generating the user account when we hiring and all. But here at this initial preliminary stage, as soon as we get into the project, how to start working to get access to the system means this is the approach team. We have to define for all of our team members the user accounts team. So whatever the roles required, that all we have to assign team. So here team, as I told you, any existing user accounts in the system, if you want to search, you can search here. You can get into that. And team, as an admin, if you want to reset the password of the user, he forgot his password team. Usually the user can reset team from his login screen only, reset password will be there. If not, as a HR admin, if you want team, you can select this and reset team. System will send password reset link to his email team. Okay, if not, manually as admin, if you want to change, select it, change the password, okay, and then send it to that user team. So you can reset the passwords. But see team, when we resetting the password policy came here, at least 8 characters and 1 number. Who told system to follow that policy? Does all these are customizable? Not even that. If you have noticed this team, whenever we creating the user account team, here also, password policy coming up team, at least 8 characters and 1 number. That is one observation we have to see here, password policy. Then while we creating the account, the moment I give first name and last name, automatically username taking up with a combination team with first name dot last name. That is one observation team. Then once I create the user account team, password expiration date triggered 3 or 4 months down the line from today's date team. Who told all these factors in the system team? The username should be first name dot last name. Password should be simple. Or password expiration should be this much. While we configuring the user account, there is something called here user category default. So we have here team. So we have a concept called a team user account rules. User account rule setup team. How the system should behave. Okay. We will be designing that team. User account rules we can set up in the system team. Like what should be that username format? What should be that password policy, password expiration? As per the client requirement team, we can even customize that. So here we have user category concept default team. So here we have a separate topic that I will take up tomorrow. But we have the provision to control all these things team. And then team, after you creating the user account, if any further activities that you want to do on his account team, you can come to actions button and you can perform here as an admin team. So what we have here, lock account feature. What is this team? See, when we create the account team, account is active and it will be unlocked stage. When the account will get locked, team, whenever the user try the password wrongly for 5 times. Earlier, the limit was 3 times team. Now Oracle increased it to 5 times. Even now, on Friday evening, we have shared the instance access to you in the group. Since Saturday, I am seeing the messages team. People saying that Kumar instance access is not working. Instance showing authentication failed. What is that reason? Nothing happened. We have shared the account to you. Few of the people wrongly inputting the password there. More than 5 times, if you wrongly input the password to the account, system automatically will lock the account. That is seeded behavior team. We don't have the control to restrict that option also. Oracle given by default as a security layer, 5 attempts is maximum. If you try wrong password for 5 times, the account will get locked automatically team. If HR admins manually want to lock the account team, they can come and they can lock. Kumar, why they should lock the account? For example, in the company, for 2 weeks, one employee got suspended due to some misbehavior, some behavioral ground, something. 2 weeks, company want to suspend the employee team. For that 2 weeks, we don't want to give access to the system to the employee team. So HR can come, search his account, come to actions button, lock the account. See, manually, if HR want to lock the account team, HR will come to actions button and he can lock the account here team. Now, when the account is locked team, now see, I'll try to log in with the same credentials. Let me sign out. Now, with the same login credentials team, I'm trying to log in here. Okay, 1 second team. See, triotech.shankar. Then I have the credentials. I'm passing. System what showing up? Authentication failed. System not allowing me. So whenever account is locked, that is a behavior team. So in the companies, if at all HR wantedly want to lock, they can lock team. So once he joins back, come back, we can unlock the account team. Actions, unlock. The account will become active again. Team. See now, the same credentials I will pass. Now system will allow me without any issue. I'm logging in. See now, system allowing me to log in without any issue. So that is team locking and unlocking as a HR admins they can do here team. Then team reset password. Either you can go to the account and here you can do team, or else from here also reset password button is there. HRs can do from here also team the same. Automatic or manually team. They can do from here also team. If not team, deleting the account. Let's say permanently the account you want to delete in the system team. You can able to delete the account here. Okay. I will conclude here for today team. These two things and remaining aspects within the user account. What are these functionalities team? When you are adding the account, auto provisioning, remove all roles. Okay, these all things I will continue in tomorrow's session team. So in today's session, what we have learned team, what is security module in the Fusion system? What are the two concepts we have? And they both work together team. So creating only user account is not sufficient because in Fusion system, security working on RBAC concept. So we have to add the roles. For every module, Oracle delivered seeded roles team, right? So when we go for the project implementation team, this is what the first activity that we will be working, getting user accounts created for all of our team members with the relevant module access team. So that we can proceed further from here team. Okay. So any questions as such in today's topic, online people, or are we clear? I can see a couple of
Yeah.
questions.
Hi, Kumar. I have a question.
Yes, Manu.
How do we enable single sign-on functionality through user
We are not
management?
covering, that is what I told. Because we are not seeing that from HCM point of view, we are
Okay.
not going to cover that.
Okay.
Because for that, even I cannot help you out in the demo instances. We require some licensing certifications additionally, which we have to configure. But that is not available with us as part of demo environments.
No, that is fine. But if you could at least help us understand the schema of it, how does it work, how to enable it, if
That is
not
not
practically.
required in this Manan. Actually, in the core technical, we will be covering that.
Okay. Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Hey Kumar, this is Raj.
Yeah, hi,
Uh,
Raj.
yeah, from your team, the instance is not yet shared to me, and even the material, whatever you mentioned, right? I don't know, is a Google Doc or that also still I didn't get it.
Yeah,
And
once you drop the message to the support number, Raj, we will share it across. Or anyhow,
yeah, I
Raj,
shared that with Varma.
yeah, no problem. We'll check and we'll share it back. No problem. Now today again we will reshare everything in the community because till today morning we have one or two enrolled participants. Again we will reshare all of them in community. But
So
please
when okay,
every everyone to be added in the WhatsApp. If you are not in that community, you will be missing all these things. Once please check out from your end also.
yeah, that's what I sent an email and I tried to
Not
get
email.
hold of the.
Did you add it in the WhatsApp community, Raj?
No, that's what they didn't. I'm not in that group. That's what I'm missing, that material and all that stuff.
In the group. Okay, fine, Raj. You drop once you drop the WhatsApp message, we'll check and get back on that.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, Kumar.
Hi, Kumar. Satish here. I have a couple of questions on this security thing. So the username, right? You said it is generating based on the first name and last name. So is that possible? Like if customer wants to move the existing user IDs, whatever they're maintaining in the previous system,
Have that user
is
account.
it possible?
We have multiple combinations: first name, dot last name, email ID, first letter of the first name, last name. 99% clients will go with email IDs.
Okay.
So we have that also as a user account rule. So that I will tell you how to customize this username format.
Okay.
Kumar, can I have one question?
Yes, Bharat, please.
I was
అది కింద
asking,
పెట్టిందా
excuse me.
Yes,
I have
Bharat.
one question like in Oracle, sometimes what happens, you can't see your own profile. Like just an example, whatever is feeded, you can't see your profile. Is that for everyone or there are some kind of a securities they are putting?
What is that? You can't see your profile means?
Like just an example, I'm logging in the test instance and after then I go to person management and if I want to see my own
Security. Whenever the role of human resource manager, we have a security profile by name person security profile. There view own records, one option will be there. If you don't check box that, you cannot see your own record in the system. That's
yeah, but
security.
but most companies do that, no, because they don't want to see
Obviously,
your profile.
yeah, employee HR cannot able to do updates to his own record because he will manipulate the things, right?
Yeah, that is what I think so. So
We have
that
that
also.
security feature.
And second question was that like sometimes just an example, like you were saying that we used to reset the passwords and all that will come on the email, right? I totally understand that one. But sometimes if you have a single sign on or something, whatever, then if you try to send the forget reset password, you won't get the email because you won't get the email on your to reset the password. So that way, sometimes we have to tell our manager like can you
Manually to do that.
we have to tell our manager like can you put this password to reset so that way then only we can log in other
Correct.
other.
That is why admins will have to do from backend. That what I have shown you, reset password.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Kumar, one
Yeah,
more question.
Kumar.
Kumar,
One more question.
Saikant here, Kumar. I just want to know about that. While we are using the role concept, we must remember this all the concept, Kumar, like human resource manager and human resource specialist, human resource analyst.
See, now at this point, you seem that the list I have to by heart or remember. But once you start habituated to the system, these all things are easy to by heart, not a big thing. But usually, yes, at the same time in the system, when you go and search also, it will be available. So we have
Uh-huh.
shared the document to you. Just you can refer for each module, 1, 2 roles at least by heart that. Because hardly 1, 2, 3 roles only we have for each module.
Okay, we have to remember at any cost.
Remember better, yes.
Yeah, there is other no option like any button or something like that.
No.
When we are clicking on the role, all the access will come. It's not
Automatically,
there
it will come. We have to
automatically.
search it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kumar.
Thank you.
Kumar Sanju this time.
Yeah.
You taught about the role and this user application side. So what about the data management? There will be a concept. So will you teach
Data
that also?
management means what data they can access in
Yes.
the system. That is what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, right. Like
We are going to
application.
see that. We are going to see
But
that. In
if
the
we want to
rules,
add, hmm.
continue, please. Yeah.
Yeah, if we want to add any data, any row, delete some data, so that access also we can control, right? From the
By roles
security
only,
and
we have to control that. But that's what we are not seeing the other side of the topic as of now. I just have completed user creation, how to add seeded roles. But within
Mhm.
roles, we have that security features enablement, what Bharat was asking, or what you are asking. These all things also will control from roles only, the restrictions and all.
Okay. So through the role only we can suppose if for any one user we don't want to give the access to delete the data, so we can
Correct.
also handle, right?
View only, edit only, delete only. Lot of things are there that will come when we deep dive into the roles
Okay.
mindset.
Okay. Okay.
I can
Okay.
see that.
Kumar, you have given two instances, two demo instances. One is ETIT part numbers, one is ETIT, another one is ET
Yeah, actually, good
something else.
question.
Which
I
one
thought
should we
of
use?
telling you. Let me tell you. See, I have given you two environments. One is EKMK and the other one is ETAJ. EKMK at the end, if you see, that will come with oraclecloud.com in the URL. EKMK/test. This is the URL that what we have shared to you. sam.hcm something is at the end oraclecloud.com. This is our private environment. non-refreshable server. From the next period, the training entire period, it will be available. Non-refreshable private server. Passwords will not reset for this one. Probably once in a month, we will update and we will share it again to you. No data refresh will happen. Another one is demo instance. Demo instances every 2 days, every 3 days, or maximum 1 week. Oracle will refresh automatically. For this, we have given account access. 2 accounts we have given to you. One is private server, one is public server. So whenever you practicing in the public, if you have any limitations, if you have any functionality issue, use this as a standby. And one more, in private instances, we will not give you security console access to you. Okay. In demo instances only, we will provide you the security console access team. So whatever the session that happened today, tomorrow, you can practice that in the demo instances. A part of security, remaining all, you can practice in EKMK. If any functionality you having issue in this only, use this as a standby. Because this is stable environment, this is refreshable environment. And one more request, whenever we give you user account and password, don't change the passwords of our account. It will impact other team members who practicing. Use it. If you want to create new user account, if you want to test it out in this, you practice it accordingly. Okay.
So we cannot copy sam.ht, for example, sam.hcm. We cannot copy it into our own instance because we don't have security
that is a
access
private
there.
server, security restriction is there, we will not. But all
But we can do that in public instance though.
Yes.
On the demo instance, we can copy hcm.lab into our private user, a personal user.
Question, Peri Bhavana, please, you're raising the hand, please tell me.
So you started with creating the user, right? When you started that, it has an option to create either worker or none. So
Correct.
assumption is a worker means it's automatically creates, that you will cover it later. And when it's an implementation user, there may be a need of creating as none and user type as none, right?
Correct.
For any reason, by mistake they create the worker as as worker, can they switch back to none? Once a user is created, can the user type is possible to change?
From worker, we can delink the account, but switching back from a non-worker, so from a worker to non-worker, these functionalities we don't have.
Okay.
Either we have to delete it and create it freshly to the employee, the account, like that we have to go ahead.
If you create it as a none, then you can do it as a worker, or
you can use that. If you create it as a none, if you want to tag that account to any worker in the system, that it's doable, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kumar,
That I'll show tomorrow session.
Okay.
Kumar, can you let us know about the contingent worker also, so that some people can know, even we can also know that there are like a contingent worker also who have to work.
Bharat. Welcome, Bharat. Don't confuse it. I know that probably you're already working in this domain or what? Huh? Bharat, you're already working in this domain?
Which is this? You have given that domain?
Oracle Fusion, you're already working?
Yeah, I'm working, but
that is the problem. Please wait, because step by step we will come. Because right now, if I talk about contingent worker, some people will carry it. We'll see that. I'm going to show you employee, conti, non-worker, pending worker when we come to core HR module. Because as if I start talking the upfront topics now, people will get confused. But when we come to core HR, definitely I will talk on that. Huh?
No worries. Thank you very much.
Thanks for understanding.
I
can see a couple of questions in the chat board. Let me go through that. Deepika Chaudhary, Kumar, do we have any weekly, bi-weekly to clarify queries related to PAC? Deepika, everyday session, after the session, you can discuss with me like this. There is no separate session to clarify. I'll be available every day after the class. Even support will be available. You can drop the message to them. But still, if you feel anything, let us connect it. That's not an issue. And Satish, does this application support to create bulk? Yes, Satish, bulk users also we can create, Satish. Now I define manually here one. It's a 10 users at one shot I want to create in the system. That is also doable. Here I told you, right, when I'm talking about the course curriculum, we have a concept called inbound integrations, HEDL and spreadsheet. So here, through this spreadsheet and HCDL data loaders, we can do the bulk data uploading also. So when we come to the technical training part, we'll be seeing how to handle the spreadsheet and HCDL. But your question is a valid question. We have that workability in the system. And Arvind, would system throw an error if system with the same name is being added? Yes, Arvind, that is a duplication case is there. That next topic I'm about to start is that only tomorrow. You will understand that feature, how it is working in the system. And Venkatesh, for the first time client employee, the admin needs to have, obviously he should have super user access, Venkatesh. I mean to say all roles that are required for the HCM implementation is required to that user. And Rishikesh Swami created user account where we can log in that. You don't need to create any account separately, Rishikesh. As I told you just now, whatever the user accounts we created, you can use that credentials and you can proceed further with your practice. And assignments, definitely, you will be getting that. But every 10 days, I'll be sharing one set of assignment. For this week, you will be getting on Thursday, the first set of assignment. Because first 2 days are demos, right? We have not started any subject. From today, we started. So after 3-4 classes, I will start give you the entire week assignment to you. You can submit it, right? I'll conclude here for today, team. Let's join back tomorrow and we'll continue. Thank you, everyone, team.